Alright, let's start with the bag that I'm currently using. This one is from the local brand called Baybayin. It is their Lunchbox Junior model. So this is a handlebar bag with two compartments. So you have the front pocket and then you have the main compartment on top. We had this custom made. We were able to choose this color scheme. We were able to choose also this reflectorized front pocket panel. And then inside, we were able to have them build in a mesh pocket. So let's take a look at my every ride carry. Let's see what I have inside my bag every time I go out for a ride. Starting with what I keep in the front pocket. Inside the front pocket, I have first my wallet. So I always have my wallet with me, not just during bike rides, but also when I go out in general. I'll put that aside for now since it doesn't have anything inside it anyway. I also have in the front pocket of my bag the key for my lock. Later on, you'll see what kind of lock I use on my bike. And that's pretty much it for the contents of the front pocket, just my wallet and my key. Sometimes when I have loose change, I'll put that inside here as well. Now let's look at the contents of the main compartment of my bag. The first thing that I have is this hand pump. There's not much to it except that it has a gauge and it's enough for me to pump up my tires whenever I have flats or when I forget to pump up my tires to the right PSI before going out. It serves its purpose even if it's more on the budget-friendly side. So up next, I always have with me this 15mm wrench. This one's from the brand Tolsen. As you know, I ride the single-speed bike. So whenever I need to take out my wheels, to change my tires, I would always have this wrench with me to loosen the track nuts or the axle nuts. Up next, I also bring with me this multi-tool from B-Twin, one of the house brands of Decathlon. Sometimes I would need to adjust something on my bike, maybe my seat post or my stem or whatever. So I would have this multi-tool to adjust all those things, make those adjustments on the go. The next one is the front light that I'm currently using. This one is from the brand Gaseron. So it's their V9 CP800 model. This one's an 800 lumens light. It's very useful and it can be very bright when you're riding at night. Prior to the pandemic, I used to bike commute, and whenever I would go home late from Ortigas, this 800 lumen light would prove to be very useful. Up next, I have this small pouch for my Tyre Essentials. The first one inside this pouch is my patch kit. So it's a complete patch kit. Inside, I have my valve adapter, I have the glue, and I also have an extra missing link for my chain. And then some patches as well. I always carry this when I go out for rides, not just for myself. Sometimes I would encounter other cyclists on the side of the road who would need it. And since I have them, I'll be able to help them out. I also always bring two tire levers. Whenever I need to take out or change my tires, whenever I have flats, I could easily take them off using these tools. And then I always have an extra interior with me inside the bag. Sometimes I find replacing the interior easier rather than just patching up a puncture. So I would just change my interior first, then patch up the punctured tire whenever I get home. So that's the reason why I always carry an extra interior with me. Another thing that I have inside my bag is my lock. The safety and security of our bikes is very important. So I use this cable lock from the brand Master. It's light and it's secure, and I find it enough for my use whenever I leave my bike outside the store or wherever. So I always make sure that I have my lock with me whenever I go out on rides. I also bring alcohol inside my bag. It's very important to disinfect not just our hands, but also our bike, especially in the middle of the pandemic. So before going out on rides, I make sure that my alcohol spray is filled up always. And then I also bring with me an extra mask. Of course, when I go out for a ride, I'm already wearing one. But for longer rides and whenever my mask or whenever the mask I'm wearing is already soaked in sweat, I would change. So I always make sure that I have a spare mask with me all the time. Another thing that I have inside my bag, I always carry with me these stickers. We had this printed out and I give them whenever I see other cyclists taking a break from their rides. And then I also carry with me this ghost stand. You might not be able to see it because it's transparent. So I use this whenever I want to take pictures of my bike. I would use it to prop up my cranks instead of leaning my bike on a wall where it could scratch. So what are the other things that I carry with me when I go out on rides that are not inside my bag? Of course, I would always have with me a water bottle. I always make sure that I'm hydrated. And then I also have this cycling computer that I use. This one's the Garmin Edge 130 Plus. It's a small but very powerful cyclo computer. It can show you all the basic stats that you need, and it also have a map to help with navigating your ride. Although it's just a breadcrumb map, it's still very useful to me. Now, the phone that I'm currently using to record this video would also live inside my bag whenever I'm out on a bike ride. That's it for my every ride carry. Those are all the usual things that I have inside my handlebar bag. What other things do you bring with you when you go out for a ride? Let us know in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching On Your Bike, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye!